This is the French FSR. Just like the US First Strike ration, the French FSR contains 100% ready-to-eat, on-the-go food components. The US FSR, it weighs 2 pounds 9.9 ounces or 1,188 grams, approximately. Some of them weigh more, some about an ounce less. 2,800 calories, it's not bad. Been around for about 15, coming up 20 years now. But France, they've been producing this thing since about 2019. This thing weighs 4 pounds, 7.1 ounces, or just over 2,000 grams. And it contains 4,000 calories. 6 come to a case. At least the variant that I've seen before this called RFC, Ration for Close Contact, or also known as Special Combat Ration. The outer pack, similar to a US MRE pouch that would run up till 2023, the old style. Has a lot of food in there. Shelf-stable breads and all sorts of stuff. Look at that one right there. It's like they left out the A, you know, but I'm guessing that's bread right there. That is a beef sandwich. Not bad. A little packet of coffee. 2 grams. Second pack of coffee. These feel like moist towelettes. The BOL. Look at these packages. This is a tri-laminate, soft, almost like retort pouch, but it has a nice little gusset on the bottom and squeezer pack. VAN, a vanilla pudding. Choco, chocolate energy bar. Apricots. Look at this, a fruit bar. Some kind of fruit energy bar. Figs. Wow, this is really nice. And these moist towelettes or cloth are cool to touch. I mean, there's a high moisture content in those. I'm guessing you'll be able to actually clean yourself. This ration seems like it would be very effective in a hot climate. Fruit. Another fruit bar. Some kind of energy bar. What's that? Like hazelnuts. There's a flatbread tortilla. Gotta have it for a ration like this. That's great. Flat profile, calorie dense, non-thirst provoking. Chocolate vanilla pudding. I wonder how strong this packaging is. Curious as to how easily punctured, slit, or damaged this packaging could be. As for any of it, really. Sharp corners. You want to fold those corners in when you repack this stuff in a rucksack. Otherwise, you'll have damage. Look at that. Juice. A juice pack. No wonder this thing weighs just over 2,000 grams. It's chock full of stuff with high moisture content. What's this? Like a puree. That is fish lemon pate or something. High protein and probably integrates some oil. Probably cheap oil, but you never know. That is apple juice or apple sauce. Again, another one of these tri-laminate squeezer packs. Twistable cap, reclosable. Look at that. Apple. That could be like an apple turnover, my guess, or some kind of apple pie. Water purification tablets, 6 of them, and another coffee. We're up to 3 coffees. They're generous with the coffee so far. And that is a vegetable spread. Feels like it's like a hummus or something. Squishy pack. And this thing is huge. That's like a wrap. Oh yeah, that says it. Look at that, nice toilet tissue. Can't go wrong. Either that is chia seed, or maybe chicken. Who knows? CHI abbreviation. Same with the BOL. It's probably some kind of food. There's another water purification tablet. And another pack of coffee. It's like Christmas, I'm telling you. This thing here. They give you 24 water purification tablets. That is enough for like a couple days. Quite the layout. Let's first start off with breakfast. Okay, and for breakfast, we're going to be starting the day off right. Let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, so let's first start off by checking out that coffee. Freeze dried. That is just like real coffee bean smell. I'd hardly even... Here, look at this stuff. This is like the highest quality freeze-dried coffee. When it has smell like that, and it's not chemical or anything, it's just a nice, robust bean. Oh yeah, that's gonna be... You'll want to have 4 ounces, maybe max 5. That's the best military ration coffee in the world. It's the highest quality, most flavorful, and aromatic. It's almost like French press coffee in its smoothness. It's hardly acidic, ever so slight tinge of acidity that you would barely know the difference. It is that good. Now for bread. Look at that. Just regular old shelf-stable bread. Let's see what kind. That's whole wheat loaf. Look at that. And has a nice surface appearance, a slight powdered substance. There's a silica packet in there. Let's see. Oh yes, look at that. This thing, sweet malt scent. Whole wheat bran. Has wheat flour, water, palm oil, glycerol. That's a viscous, odorless triol compound that adds sweetness and acts as a preservative. Yeast, honey. Now for this. Apple bread. Oh, that's like an apple turnover, or like, it smells almost like a donut. There's like a nutmeg cinnamon. The chocolate bars. Whoa, that's a high dense almonds rice crisp. Got both of them for breakfast. Saving the fruit bars for lunch or dinner. Looks like sugar, vegetable fat, maybe milk, protein, vanilla pudding, apple sauce, chocolate pudding. Let's see what's going on with this. Applesauce. Wow. Nice light color. Easy squeeze. Let's check out this apple bread. Look at that. Apple filling with a soft chew. A little bit of a bounce to the chew. That bread is something else. Nice whole wheat. Not thirst-provoking, but slightly dry on the corner. Great just by itself. You wouldn't even need to chase water with it, but here. That's some thick applesauce. Not overly sweet. It's insanely smooth. Almost gelatinous. Possibly even applesauce. Let's dip this in there. you would just squeeze that right onto the turnover. Tastes even better. Tastes almost like a cobbler. That's the way to go. I'm just gonna eat this whole thing right now. Perfect combination. Get a bite of your turnover, get a squeeze of the applesauce. High moisture content, gram per calorie. You're getting a little less maybe than first strike ration, US version, but for the extra weight you carrying in and all that. But it's more effective if you can deal with the extra carry weight and bulk. Fact is, it's providing an extra 1,200 calories anyway. Yeah, it's like fudge with like an almond rice grain crunch. It's sweet, but the almonds offset the sweetness. Strong cocoa flavor. It's like a grain, milk protein, palm oil, sugar on its own. A little bit dry. So that you get the vanilla pudding. Look at this. And this, wow, that's like a strong vanilla and like egg. It's like a vanilla meringue. Here. This pudding is not very sweet. Mix it with this chocolate bar, which is very high in sugar and kind of dry. Oh wow. It is so much better with that bar. Brings out the flavor of both. Let's check out this bread. Is it filled? Is it empty? It's just a weird loaf of bread. I mean, it is just solid bread. It's relatively moist. Let's spruce up the flavor. See, this is how you live it up. Now this is pure genius. See, this is what French soldiers are doing out in the front lines. Quality coffee, pudding. They're eating like kings out there. Look at this. The gourmet field chow to the max. Sprinkling coffee on vanilla pudding. Look at that. These guys here, the chefs that come out of France, world famous, and they have come up with a lot of your best food in the world. Of course, they're going to come up with some of your best ration foods. They care about flavor, and they really know what they're doing. Look at this. This is the coolest thing ever. Because this on its own, not very sweet, not too much flavor. It's relatively light on flavor. A nice Dutch cocoa. It has good flavor. And texture is creamy, slightly granular, more so than the vanilla by a large margin. It's like a French first strike bar, mocha first strike, but theirs is gourmet. It's a chocolate almond mocha rice crisp fudge bar. It'll blow your mind. You eat something like this, so good it'll make you want to enlist in the Foreign French Legion. When it comes down to 100% ready to eat, this is food tech that is very useful for humans. Now that was an outstanding breakfast. I'm sure I'm going to have fantastic energy to run for the next 3 or 4 hours before we take it over to lunch. Okay, now we're back with lunch. That's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get this sat on tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off by checking out that coffee. I'm sure it's good cold, room temp. Gosh, the smell is just fantastic. This is some of the nicest quality instant coffee in the world. I really do mean that. It's not an exaggeration. It's genuinely aromatic and pleasing. Cold water. See how it mixes and tastes. The juice. Let's see how this is. Tear notch on either side there. I'd tear it from the top down to the bottom. But either way, it seems a little iffy, really. But you got your little spigot, your little mouse spout here. Oh wow, it's like gelatinous liquid. Look at this stuff here. They must put a starch thickener or some kind of gelatin in there. Who knows? Packed in thickened juice. These bars. This is fruit instead of chocolate or choco. Not sure what it said. Pretty sure it was choco. But anyway, they were chocolate bars. This is like a fruit grain variant, which is like a caramel colored fudge almost. Like a glucose syrup and rice crisp. Oh my gosh, it has raisins. Look, that is just super cool. Look at this. Another one, shiny, non-stick, dense. I mean, that right there is just starting to look like a meal of sorts. Here. These French soldiers, they would beg to differ. They say this stuff's hardly even food. It's not food enough for them quite yet. These are tortillas. Look at the way that that's folded. That is definitely different than US. It is a tri-fold instead of down at the center, and let's see if it's any more effective or not. Fish, lemon, cheese. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know. Anybody want to trade for this one? Here. No. This here. Wow, that smells like lemon and like a basil flavor, something fresh. Herbal imbued lemon fish pate that is just way better than you'd expect. Fairly tart. Might as well get it on a tortilla. Oh, geez. Here. They don't give you too much of it. I guess it'd be too much of a good thing. Look at that. Work that in like that. You know, these tortillas are wide. Nice and wide, and they seem efficient here. The flavor, a salty, savory, smooth, and not too chunky a fish puree. Here. Oh, geez. Is that how you do it? Uh-oh. Probably not. Here. You know, that's actually not too bad. The tortilla, it's not thirst-provoking. It's not too dry, but it does split. It's problematic. Just barely holds together. This ration is awesome, because that's like supposed to be like they put that in there to toughen you up, you know? There's some fish. Get you moving. It's like, oh yeah, I just ate some fish. Make you fight harder, really. Maybe you could get some of your enemy's ration. Tastes like the ocean. And fresh. And well seasoned. Could be like chicken with rice or chicken with noodles. Looks like rice or noodles. Granular. Herbal. Carrot for sure. Chicken broth flavor. It is like YouTube tube food or something, but in this pouch, look at this pouch. That's tri-laminate, good quality camouflage. This is gonna be a There's not too much sodium in it, and it's flavorful. And it tastes like butter almost. Like there's chicken fat, and it's just out of this world savory quality. This is food of the future. That's what all this is. You'll see us in a grocery store one of these days, I hope. Because look at this packaging. I want to try out some juice. Let's see how drinkable this is. That's like gel. That would help you put down a bar here, an energy bar, if you were out of water. That has a softer, sweeter, more flavorful chew. The malted caramel raisin crisp. The almond, even though it's firm, you gotta chew slowly. It's not too difficult of a chew to crunch down along with the rest of this really nice, soft, sweet bar. It'll slow you down on the chew. He followed up with that. That's an apple juice gel that seems to have like a pectin added that'll aid with digestion. The coffee. Room temperature. Smooth and just very tastefully smooth flavor and overall body to it that has a nutty follow-up. And the French, even with their truest of combat ration, has achieved morale-boosting palatability in conjunction with utility and acceptable nutritional value. I think that's too much for the wrap. That's why we're going to have some bites of it like this, and no big deal. And again, it's so savory, but it's not too salty. A relatively low sodium content without being bland. The fact that this thing has 24 water purification tablets. If you were in a tropical climate with filthy river water, you could still treat 12 liters. Yeah, the tortilla's kind of, well, you know, it's still better than crackers, I would say, for this ration. That is unbelievable. How that integrates with a bite of this and just goes down so easily, like some kind of apple cobbler bar or something. Look at this. It's like fruit soup. What a meal. In about, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 hours, I'm going to come back with dinner. Okay, now we're back with dinner. Not bad. Alright, let's get this out on the tray. Nice. Okay, let's first start off by checking out that coffee. Let's check out that beef sandwich. No hiss. Okay. Look at that thing. Let's give it a whiff. Sour relish and tomato sauce smell. It's a very inviting, and like, I just want to bite right into this. That is the most appealing smell that I've picked up off of any of these shelf-stable sandwiches. The wrap. Gosh, look at those. Man, I'm telling you, these smell like... It smells of quality, inviting, palatable quality that is totally on par to like a sandwich shop, like a luncheon diner that you would get like salads and sandwiches. The simple packaging of a little nut medley. Good variety here. Look at this. It's not cheap or anything either. I mean, sure, it looks like there might be a couple peanuts. Actually, I don't think there are any peanuts. That is just hazelnuts, almonds, and cashews. And they look lightly roasted. Let's see, is this the same thing? Let's find out. It sure is. It is more nuts. Let's just put them all together here. Apricots and figs. And to maintain color, perhaps they were treated with a sulfur dioxide. Truly natural, delectable. It's like they took some Bridgeford tech and they built on it. I wonder if they contracted this to Bridgeford or if they made their own. Let's look at this wrap. Great color. It's very tart and acidic in its scent. And that's feta cheese. Sun-dried tomato or something. It's an acidic tomato sauce. That's fumaric acid. It's a flavor additive that also acts as a preservative. Adds tartness. And is an antimicrobial agent. It's a mold preventative. Sodium aluminum sulfate, an acidity regulator. This thing is so well thought out, they added in preservatives that assist in flavor enhancement. Like a tart, savory, salty, soft chew with little pieces of cheese that almost seem like meat. Now what is this? That is like a tomato sauce, I think, here. High moisture content. Pasta. Put some of this bolognese on a tomato, feta, mozzarella. Those are little pieces of beef. Wow, that looks really good, I think. It's not bad. The bolognese on its own, relatively low sodium. This cheese tomato wrap, this is salty and quite tart and acidic. This beef bread sandwich here. Right there is exciting. Let's see. That beef is dry. Like minced pieces of beef with tomato sauce and a crunchy. It has little pieces of what seems to be relish and onion in there. And there's bolognese, pasta bolognese, or bolognese, or bolognese. That should be bolognese to eat with the sandwich. That bread is not even remotely bitter or strange tasting. There is no real preparation. It's like taking easy cheese and putting on a cracker, except way more advanced than even that. And you know what? Easy cheese on a cracker back in the day, that was some pretty advanced stuff. But this is really just taking it to a whole new level of convenience. Think of all the different other uses this ration could be utilized for. If it's worth it for them to make this stuff, they'll keep making it and they'll keep improving it. Bridgeford for one, and then whoever it is that's behind these fruits, I'd like to shake their hand here. Hold on one sec. Let's check it. Whoa, that is just simply olive oil. We gotta need the packaging or something here. That is eggplant and like, wow, zucchini or something. Truly fantastic looking food. Light tartness of lemon juice, very slight, in an olive oil, eggplant, squash and zucchini render, like a vegetable pate. Like that bread, I'm gonna save for the olive oil at the end. This is genuinely the most palatable of wraps and shelf-stable bread sandwiches that I've come across. This is truly pinnacle. It tastes like something you'd get at a salad bar. Like a salad bar where you go up for a second plate of this stuff because it's so good. There's nothing off-putting or bitter about the flavor of this vegetable puree, pate. And there's that lemon juice. Citric, ascorbic, and sorbic acids all act as mold preventatives, but they're also antioxidants. I mean, think of it like this. ascorbic acid. You ever seen those apple slices at the corner store? How they didn't turn brown. Some pretty dark olive oil. The flavor's strong. Look at that. Integrating the fat in with that bread. A flavorful field chow. Add in your sauce. This stuff all goes hand in hand. The beef almost tastes like a beef ravioli. Minced, fine, high protein, and relatively high fat. The sandwiches enhance this. This enhances the sandwiches. Tart, crunchy apricots. I wonder how much vitamin C is in this. It's so tart, and the crunch is so refreshing. The fig here. These almonds. Light, roasted, very high quality, flavorful almonds. The moisture content to those apricots, that is like a sugary syrup glycerin. The cashews with the apricot, a perfect match. They're so soft. I feel like you could, yeah, look. Like, they're the softest cashews I've ever eaten. Moist towelette. That's not just a moist towelette, that's like a portable bath. I mean, that is just unreal. Look at this thing. It's exceptional. The French first strike ration. What an experience. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old. Alright, cool. See ya.